All right, Joe, Crisco here. Let's see if we can get anybody in here. It's talk a little fantasy football. We got about 30 minutes before the games start, so let's see if anybody comes in. I posted a link. You need to be able to change your fantasy teams real quick. We got some players that are going to be out. One of my players, Cooper Cup, it was put on injured reserve. He was my number 7 overall pick in the first round, so that really hurts me. But I replaced him as best I could. So let's see if we get a few folks in here to chat. I got the StreamYard going. I got about 45% on my phone. Let's see if anybody shows up. Got the Saints hat on. Who that say gonna beat them Saints? Let's talk a little fantasy football. See if anybody shows up. All right, we got one person. Hey, what's up, Tex? If you want to join in, there's the link. LSU won last night. As far as the NFL, that starts in just a little while. What's up, LSU fangirl Kinsey? Yeah, the tight end for the Ravens is out. That hurt me as well. So those were two of my starters, two of my top picks, and they're both out. So I had to hurry up and pick up the tight end for the Titans, and I replaced Cooper Cup. Couldn't watch the game. You was at a party. Okay. How about them Tigers? Tigers won last night. Hey, Tex, Colorado beat Nebraska. The game was close for a while, but Colorado came through. Oh, hey, what's up, Go Tigers?
Yeah, it's been a little, it's been about a week since I've talked to you, but
Yeah, man. How you
I
been
was, I
doing? You
was,
been
I was,
okay?
yeah, I was just kind of down for a week after Sunday night, especially after how they played in the second half. But I'm optimistic now, especially since LSU won 72-10 last night, and I think that I'm optimistic because the SEC's been struggling. The SEC has been struggling in some of these games, and I'm optimistic that LSU can still win the SEC.
I am too. Alabama lost, so that
Yeah,
was yeah, that helps us. And Ole Miss struggled.
yeah, they struggled against the Tulane backup quarterback. Um, because if I think Tulane wins that game if their starter was playing. Because they have their starter is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, Michael Pratt. Um, and I think yeah, I'm not worried about Ole Miss. Um,
No, I think we're gonna go on a run. Mississippi State coming
the
up next
Mississippi
week.
Mississippi State struggled last night too. We're going to beat them. Um, then after that, there's Arkansas. Arkansas struggled a little bit yesterday. That's at home. We should beat them. Then there's Ole Miss, Missouri. Missouri struggled against Middle Tennessee. Um, then there's Auburn, who struggled against Cal, Army,
Mm-hmm.
and then Alabama, and then Florida, Georgia State, and then Texas A&M, who lost to Miami. So
Yes.
LSU can absolutely win out. They could
Yes.
absolutely win their next 10 games and go to Atlanta and try to get to the playoffs. And I mean, I'm way more optimistic now than I was last week.
Yeah, I know the feeling, man. It was a tough loss against Florida State, and in reality, it should have even been worse than that in the second half. We got that touchdown in the second half, but yeah, I know what you're saying. It was rough. I figured that's what had happened. I figured you were down because I hadn't heard from you. I said, but LSU. I said, but college football guru will be back. I know he's gonna come back, and but yeah, man, it's good to hear from you. So what you think about what you think about? Did you watch the Lions and the Chiefs?
Yeah, I mean, the Chiefs were without they had Mahomes, but they didn't have their second and third best players. They didn't have Kelsey and they didn't have Chris Jones. It's a great win for the Lions. I'm not taking away the win from the Lions, but the Chiefs are going to be fine. And the Lions are a contender for sure. The Lions are going to be a contender um, this year. That's a great win for them. It's a great win for their team. Um, but
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I mean, even though the Chiefs had Chris Jones and Travis Kelsey both out, I still think for the Lions to go on the road like that with the Chiefs, unveiling the Super Bowl champion banner and just that whole atmosphere, that was still a big win. Especially when you think of Detroit, they haven't won a playoff game since 1991, and you think about the history of the Lions for them to do that and start with a win against the defending Super Bowl champs. That was huge. Um, Huge win for the Lions. We got some big games today and some games that I had trouble predicting. I'm actually in a pick'em league, and so you got to pick the biggest game that you think you have a chance to win. And I took the Ravens over the Texans. They're
yeah,
almost a 10-point favorite. I just think the Ravens should come through in that game. What do you think
yeah,
about that one?
yeah. Raven. I mean, the Texans are getting better, but the Ravens will win that game pretty easily.
Yeah, they should be able to do it. How did your college football fantasy team do?
I'm in a few leagues. I mean, they're not doing great. I mean, I've had some injuries from some of my players. Um, but they're doing all right. Um, they're doing all right.
Yeah, man, my team, my big league that I'm in, I have Cooper Cup. He was my first round pick, and
He's
he's
on.
they put.
Yeah, he got placed on IR. He's going to miss at least 4 games.
I know that's a lot, man. That really kind of hurt me. And then uh, the tight end for the Ravens, you probably know it. What's his name? You probably know it
Yeah,
right
and
off the.
he's out today.
He's out, so I had to pick up the tight end for the Titans. I didn't have a choice. I had to
Yeah, who
pick.
even is their tight end? I don't.
Yeah, I had to pick up what I could find, and he was all I could find. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. My running backs, Saquon Barkley and Travis Etienne. I'm really confident in them. And in the big league I'm in, I got Justin Fields. So I'm confident in him against the Packers. I want to see what the Packers can do with Jordan Love
I
today.
got the Bears winning today against the Packers.
Yeah, I listened to a lot of stuff, man. Some people are pretty confident in the Packers. I heard one guy on ESPN say the Packers are going to win that division. Uh,
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
just saying that the reason they let Aaron Rodgers go is because they had confidence in Jordan Love. So I'm not huge on Jordan Love. How about you?
I'm not that high on him either. I think he'll struggle this year. Um,
Yeah, you're not that high on him either.
you know,
Huh? Ooh, football is here, man. We've been talking about this all off season. It's finally here. And what about Colorado?
Colorado's absolutely shocked me. I mean, eh, they're going to make a bowl game. They could. I mean, they do have a couple tough games coming up. They have to play USC and Oregon. They're going to lose those games. And then they'll probably lose to Utah at the end of the year. But they could absolutely win 9 games, get to 9-3. Um,
Yeah,
I mean, Deion Sanders is. I mean, what a he's. I knew he was going to have success there, but I did not know it would be this quickly.
right.
Um,
In his first year,
so
and they're just gonna get better. Colorado is gonna be a place that is gonna be a destination. They're gonna be getting top recruits as long as they keep having success. And it's early, like you said, it's very early, but as long as they can keep having this success like this to beat TCU, that was man. Did you watch that Colorado TCU game?
yeah, I've watched both of their games. They have, yeah, that was a great game against TCU, and then
I enjoyed it.
they destroyed Nebraska yesterday. So um, yeah, and I mean more college football. I mean we talked about the Tulane game. I mean Baylor and Dave Aranda are 0-2. I mean, that's
Mm,
rough. Uh, they lost to Utah yesterday. They lost to Texas State last week. So
wow.
yeah,
Yeah, didn't
um,
TJ Finley have a pretty good game in that game?
yeah, he did. Yep. Um, okay,
Um,
hold on. I got someone calling me. Hold on.
hold on, we got another guest.
What's going on?
What's going on, bud? How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good.
Good. I'm outside with my goats, and the weather is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's just we got a breeze. It's football. The first NFL Sunday. The Tigers won last night. I know you happy that Georgia beat Ball State. I know you happy about that. That your team's 2-0. But yeah, it's a good day, man. Fixing to eat a little hamburger. Oh, we got Janine Jane, TV official. Jenny Jane, would you like to join in? Would appreciate it if you could. I got the StreamYard link up there. I'll post it again for you to join. Let's see if Jenny Jane will join in with us. Um, we got about 20 minutes until the game start.
Hello.
Okay. Hello. Let's see.
Yeah, someone was calling me. I had
Okay, we got Go Tigers back on here. Um, so what else would y'all like to add in as far as the games today? What is the biggest matchups y'all looking forward to in the NFL?
I'm looking forward to Miami Dolphins, and that's at 3:30 today. That'll be a good game. I mean, Sunday Night Football, you got Cowboys and Giants.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a good. Who do you think? Who do you got winning out of the Cowboys and Giants?
I got the Cowboys winning. Um, I got the Cowboys.
I
Um,
don't know. That's gonna be. I think that's gonna be a good one. I think.
yeah,
Are they playing
it
in
will.
Dallas?
I think it'll be a good one too. But I'm going with the Dallas.
Okay. Games like that for me are very hard to call. Especially in a pick'em league. I don't. That's a game that I didn't want to touch. I didn't. I think that's gonna be a real close one. I can. To me, that one can go either way. Um, and then you got games like okay, you got Sean Payton's first game with Denver.
I think he beats the Raiders. I think that the Broncos have a major head coaching advantage over the Raiders. I think Sean Payton's a way better coach than Josh McDaniels. Um, so I think the Broncos win that game. And then
Do you think Russell Wilson's season last year was just a fluke? You think Russell Wilson
yeah,
gets back in?
I think Sean Payton's going to turn him around. I think Sean Payton's that good of a coach.
I agree with you. I think he will go to his strengths and what he's good at, try to get that running game going, and he's gonna appeal to what Russell Wilson does well. Um, so I think that's gonna be a real good one. But I want to see what, like you said, I want to see what happens with the Dolphins. It'd be interesting to see what Miami Dolphins content has tomorrow night to say about those Dolphins. I know they've been looking forward to week one as well.
Yeah, and then you got the Bengals and Joe Burrow against the Browns. Um,
Yeah, Joe Burrow just got paid too, man.
yeah, highest paid player in NFL history for now. Um, so 5 years, $275 million. Um,
You got to wonder does that put more pressure on you to be the highest paid player, or does it, or is it do
well,
you
he
know that you're.
definitely has pressure on him to win because he has a great team around him. I bet their fans are definitely expecting a Super Bowl very soon. But he'll do great. I mean, he's
Yeah,
uh,
I
and
don't
then
know if that.
I think Jaden Dan. A lot of people were wanting to start Nussmeier after the Florida State game. I'm still very high on Jaden Daniels.
Me too. Me too.
I think I don't think the Florida State loss was his fault. I blame the coaching on that loss. for just coming out and whatever the hell they were doing in the second half was just terrible. The coach's game plan in the second half. I blame the Florida State loss on the coaches, not Jaden Daniels. So I still think Jaden Daniels he lit it up yesterday. 5 touchdown passes in the first half. I'm still high on Jaden Daniels. I think he'll be the next. I think he'll be a good NFL quarterback. I mean, he has. But yeah. So and then yeah, obviously the Saints and the Titans kicking off in 15 minutes. Um, so I like the Saints to win by about 10 in that game.
Hey, question for you. Did you actually watch the did you actually get to watch the LSU game last night?
Yeah, what I had to do, I went to the ESPN app, I went to the watch, and then I searched up LSU and Grambling, and then SEC Network Plus. I got to watch it. Um,
Okay, good,
okay,
good.
I'm gonna have to go. But
I
yeah,
didn't get to, but I got a question for you real quick.
Saints are gonna win.
How
Hold on.
how did Perkins do last? Did they change up Perkins's role a little bit? Okay, I think Go Tigers left.
Hold on. Well, I'm gonna have to go. What was your question?
No, I didn't get to see the stats or anything. How did
Okay,
Perkins do last night?
uh, you don't-
All right.
yeah, I'm gonna have to go. But yeah,
Okay,
I'm
we'll talk
excited.
later on, man. Good
I'm
to hear
All
from
right.
excited
you.
to see the Saints play. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Enjoy your day. Go Saints. What's up, Tex? Tex is in the house. I don't know if I'm going to sit outside. I might just sit outside and listen to the game. Got 2 people watching. Got to hurry up and set y'all fantasy football teams. Y'all hadn't done so. I'll probably go another 4 minutes. Go double check my team. I put as best team I could out there.
Who do you have as your starting quarterback?
Oh, on my big league, I got 2 money leagues. So my big league, I got Justin Fields, and my second league, I got Jalen Hurts.
You didn't take Derek Carr?
No, I didn't take Derek Carr. I could have got him in a later round. I don't. You know what, man? I don't know what to expect from Derek Carr. I think we're gonna find. I think we're gonna find out a lot today. You know, He played one series in preseason and marched them downfield for a touchdown. Looked real good, but I don't know. I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Derek Carr could be something very special with the Saints, but I think he could also be the next Jim Everett. And then with Dennis Allen, we still got question marks. I think they've put together a fun team to watch, but I don't know. Plus, don't forget this: Alvin Kamara's out, and Miller, Keandre Miller, I think is out as well for our running backs. So it's going to be an interesting game today.
Yeah.
What do you play fantasy football?
No, I usually do with my family, but we forgot to do one this year.
Okay, yeah. So what do you think is the toughest game on the schedule for Georgia?
Not gonna lie, probably Tennessee.
Yeah, that could be a good. What about Missouri?
With how Missouri's looked right now.
Yeah, Missouri. I think Missouri could be a good game for y'all too, though. I think Missouri could be a pretty good matchup, but I honestly, I see Georgia going undefeated um, until you get to at least to the SEC championship. I think you guys got a good team, and so I think y'all gonna go undefeated till you get there. Well, I'm gonna go. I gotta go double check my fantasy team, and I'll talk with all of y'all after tonight for sure.
All
And
right.
y'all have a great day and enjoy the games and go
You
Tigers.
too.
We'll
Yep.
see you later.
See you.